It's your boy, A3B.
And your boy, D3V.
And we?
The Three Peeps.
What's poppin'? Ladies and gentlemen, Money Ties. I don't know anything about this song. I don't know. I want to see just what year it. 6 months ago.
My TV keeps trying to play more Rain.
I know. It's like 3/4 of my recommended at this point. Oh, there was Ren Drama?
Ren Drama.
No way.
Godliness with contentment is great gain.
It's Baby Ren.
We brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round.
Okay, before we get into the actual lyrics, I do want to look at that opening monologue, which is kind of crazy.
Baby Ren's preaching it.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For what we brought nothing into this world, and we cannot take anything out of it. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. That is a quote from something. Is this just this whole thing? Money. This whole thing is just a Bible verse. Literally 1 Timothy 6:6 to 6:11.
From the Bible?
From the Bible.
Yup.
King James version. I don't know who King James is, but I'm a fan of your work, sir.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah, let's get into the actual lyrics there. But a hell of a Bible quote to open it up, essentially saying, yo, you greedy fucks, stop being greedy. Like, none of this is leaving the planet with you. And all you guys are doing is...
You bunch of greedy fucks. Baby Ren's done spoken.
It's not
shit.
Baby Ren. What is wrong with you?
You know that it is. You know in your heart.
What do you owe me? What do you owe me if it's not Baby Ren?
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock when we lose sight of live and let live. Forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up.
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Who's not Baby Ren, by the way. I don't know where this narrative is being built from. Oh my.
Why you gotta talk smack about Baby Ren?
God, okay? I'm not talking smack.
They are. He knows what he's doing, man. He spoke a Bible verse. He knows what he's doing.
He spoke 4 Bible verses, first off. Maybe 5.
Okay. And to prove my point more.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes the pure man lawless proud. So money makes the world go round is a older expression saying that this is money makes the world go round. Like this is what it is, the root of not just evil, but everything. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning. It's what gets your kids off to school. Everything is ran by money.
Everything.
Money makes the pure man lawless proud. I like this line, saying the pure man is in the nice, the innocent person. Not just men, but women, non-binaries, whatever you claim to be. It makes the pure version of that lawless and proud, saying it corrupts even the most pure form of person. Because an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. His flow here, hold on. There was something he was doing. I don't know if it was with this line or the one right after it.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but you...
Politicians. That's the line I was thinking about. Okay. It's sick, dude. These transitions here.
Some have wandered away.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless.
Yeah, right. Well,
And
I was talking music production. You're right. The cinematic.
You're good. This is why I love our combination, though, is because I'm so focused on the visuals and you're so focused on the audibles.
I know. See it.
Today's sponsor. I'm just kidding. That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. Audible.
No, I fucking. I pay so much attention to both, but the first one that will forever come to my mind is obviously the audibles.
And the first one for me that comes to mind is the visuals.
First comes the dick pimples, then comes the audible.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless.
I love that when. What is this hat?
Money makes the world go round.
What is this hat?
Because he's not wearing the hat here for the innocent man. He says money makes the pure man. But as soon as he says lawless, he swipes and the hat's on.
Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun.
Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun.
Damn.
Holy shit. What can that mean on a deeper level? Push their intentions into actions. So essentially this line is saying, like, money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. So to consummate something is to basically complete it into what it is supposed to be. So he's saying he's going to take your verb of your action. The thing, that's what a verb is an action of running, jumping, flying.
And make it a thing. Instead of just
he's going to make it into a thing, but not necessarily in a positive way always, right? It's going to consummate the noun.
Kind of, in a way, kind of solidifying the action, more or less.
That's a bar, dude. That's a bar.
It's such a bar. It's hard to even comprehend, I feel like, you know what I mean?
And then the follow-up of, because an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit. False prophet, preach profit. Ren and his alliteration. I don't think any other artist does alliteration as good as Ren does.
Other than M.
Yeah, but M doesn't even... He utilizes alliteration, but every single Ren song, I feel like I say alliteration about 400 times. Eminem will utilize alliteration, and not a lot of artists do, but I feel like this is where Ren absolutely has M beat. Jesus, those are confusing names to say.
How come Ren is not more known in the U.S. if he's got fucking so many subscribers and viewers and fans and
he doesn't really. He has 2.13 million, and he's actually starting to take off because when we started watching Ren, he was at like 1.9 something million subs. So he's grown.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's grown over 100,000 subscribers in the last 2 months. When the scholar when it was false prophet, preach profit is wild, and we follow. This goes so many different ways. False prophet is not necessarily a religious thing. It's a false prophet. It's somebody who's something is pretending to be something that they're not. But they preach profit, and you see this absolutely everywhere with the lose weight, buy my pill and you lose a bunch of weight, or buy studio time with me and I'll turn you into a superstar, or do this and I'll turn you into this. That's exactly what he's saying. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the poly. Like he's going to say police here, P-O-L-I, politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shocker.
The singing part before we break it down, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False profit, pre-profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit to pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock when we live.
So
I love... Go ahead.
Dude, the production, man. The layering in the fucking voices. He does a higher and a lower and maybe another middle. And then when he comes to the politicians, he there's a fucking, it lowers the one part of the word, titians, and then goes back into it. Like the production, whoever fucking mixed this song did good.
And the fact he's rhyming Dala, Fala, Sawala, and Pala, as in police, is fucking incredible. I love that flow he found. Like this swagger that he has to it.
Doesn't he include Shaka? Yeah, Shaka.
Yeah, at the very end of this. Yeah. I do really love that flip, though. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores.
Yeah, I just love the way he lowers the politicians.
But judiciary are whores. What a shock when we lose sight of live and let live. Forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging.
Now the bridge, and then we're actually getting back into another chorus, which is kind of crazy. Well, I don't know. It says chorus. That was the chorus.
That's what I thought. It felt like the chorus over the bridge.
I didn't know that. So he's doing chorus, bridge, verse.
Oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting. I really like that.
That's a choice.
When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. Is fucking bars. Tattoo that on my nipple. Thank you very much. So
on my dick pimples.
When my wife gives milk, I can give love. I'm cutting that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was supposed to be like it's fine. If you're living just to make a living, that's all there is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Holy shit, what a final resting image. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that there is. Like, you're not truly alive. You're just living for the sake of living. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? This line essentially saying, if you spend all your life asking for more and asking for more, when you're at the end of it, you're just going to be pissed off and asking for more. And you're going to be pissed because you're not going to get it. You're at the end. Which is such a sick way to paint that. Like, if you live life selfish, you're going to die selfish and you're going to die pissed. You're not going to die peaceful with a big old smile surrounded by your loved ones. You're going to die surrounded by fucking 6 Mercedes that you can't bring with you. And you're going to be pissed off about it.
So good.
Pretty fucking crazy. Let's check out the actual verse now.
If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Brent. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And now,
holy shit. Holy shit.
All I think about is my kids. That's how I feel.
Oh my God. The fact that you have to have tough love. The fact that you can't butter up your kids or your younger siblings, as he's talking about his little sister here. But the fact that you literally have to keep in the back of your mind, like, I can't love my kids too much because Like, I have to say no because I have to teach them the world is harsh, the world is mean. I have to prepare them and make them strong for the bitterness that the world actually is. They can't just have a good life, and I have to be the one to teach them that. Otherwise, they are going to have a very bad life. It's fucking awful. It's just truly how the world should not be working, but it's how the world operates and has operated. And it's crazy. It's fucking insane. Viz, as a parent, do you want to touch on this, or do you want to be like, I ain't touching that with a 39.5-foot pole?
It's tough to even want to, I know.
Mr. Grinch.
That's what it is. That's what I said, though. I mean, it just makes me think of my kids, because, I mean, for one... Okay, I will. I'll say that. I got girls, you know. We got to teach them to be so many things, you know. Just, I mean, it's the same, you know, it's so many things for a boy too, but so many things for a woman. You got to teach them to be polite, be a lady, learn how to keep control of themselves, keep themselves to themselves, fucking, while also having to, like you said, tough love and all that. It's just fucking the way he said the last line, the very last line, because it gets bumpy as love ain't enough because it gets bumpy as shit. Mm-hmm. I know that wasn't exactly.
Yeah.
No, but you know, it's. I know that's what's shitty is love ain't enough. It comes with you gotta dish more than love. Comes with more than love. Comes with some roughness too, and like you said, tough love. And I mean, I love it. The way you feel so much with that verse. You feel so much with it. No matter what you are relating to, he's just like, hey, it's my sister, but bet you got something like this. Talk about life, yo.
But this is the power that telling the story has, and we really haven't touched upon this in Ren songs. I don't think since Violet and Screech was the last time we really talked about the impact of telling a story from a narrative perspective. And he has been doing that. We've just kind of let it... There's been so much more. But when you personalize the story and let people pick out their own details, like to me, I have little sisters. And to me, that is what rang out to me. And this is exactly what it is. As a big brother, I gotta be the one to give them tough love. Because they're spoiled as shit. They've been spoiled as shit. And I gotta be the one that's like, hey, the world kind of sucks sometimes. With love. But to Viz, he's not thinking about that. His first thought are on his daughters. And Viz does have a little sister.
Oh, yeah. I
Multiple?
have 3 little sisters.
Yeah. So, but his first thought is, of course, his immediate family that he's like, you know, with him. And
3 little daughters.
But and so that's so crazy. But everybody has a certain perspective that they can pull from, and it doesn't even hell. It could be a doll. You could be an only child who got a doll that you had to take care of, that made your life a little happier. And
for Blade, it's a doll. It was doll. He's talking about his own doll. My girl cousins used to beat me with their Barbies to play Barbies with them. They would beat me into submission to play Barbies.
Hold on. I got 4 questions. What the fuck? That's 1.
4 questions?
That's 1. What the fuck?
I would have to... Oh. Well, I'd have to go to their house, and when I went to their house, they'd be like, you're playing Barbies with us. You're going to be our Ken. And I'd be like... I don't play Barbies. I don't want to play with those.
No, this whole thing's getting cut except you going, you're playing Barbies with us. You're going to be our Ken. The power of telling a narrative story is so much more impactful than just throwing lyrics on a page, which is what so many other artists do. Because if you make generic statements, you're going to get generic feelings. But when you tell deep and emotional stories, that's the kind of emotional depths that people can dive to when listening to your music. And it makes it so much easier because if I'm vulnerable with you, you're a lot more likely to be vulnerable with me. And if I give my heart to you in my music, you're a lot more vulnerable to give your heart to me in listening to my music. And Ren is a perfect example of that. Now, digging up the root of evil, money tool like a blade, you can slice across a jugular or carve and create. Digging up the root of evil isn't like the cause of it, referencing the chorus and the Bible verse he was talking about. Money is the root of all evil, but also digging up because it's a root. It's growing from the bottom, the roots, like a tree root or a plant root. Money tool like a blade, almost like a shovel, like a spade. because he's digging up. You can slice across a jugular or carve and create. But when money ain't the means, but the means is the money. This is a solid fucking flip, because this is what they say. It's not money. When money ain't the means, it's supposed to be you go to work to provide for your family, and the family is what you're trying to support at the end of the day. The money is just what you use to support your family, but that's not why you get up in the morning. You don't get up and you're like, oh, I gotta make money. You're supposed to get up and go, I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta make sure my wife's okay. I gotta make sure my husband's okay. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But it's supposed to be about family and about love. But instead now, money ain't the means, but the means is the money. As in now we are waking up and saying, I gotta get that paper. I gotta get that stack. I gotta get that dough. Fucking wild how those morals have flipped. You start to compromise ideals for dollars. Morals get bloody. Basically exactly what I was just saying, but him pushing that point home further. You're compromising ideals for dollars. Okay, well, I can stay late and I can earn 2 hours of overtime, and I'm going to miss my daughter's dance recital, or I'm going to miss my little brother's soccer game, but it's fine. I need the money, and ultimately it's better for the family if we have more money, right? Now, let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh Ends. We didn't have much, but Mom and Dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love.
What's his full name? Do you think his full name is Reynold?
I knew you were going to say some dumb shit like Reynold.
Can we look it up real quick? What's his full name?
It's Ren Aaron Gill.
It is just Ren?
Yep.
Gill is in Gill?
Yep.
All right, then. At least it's not Reynold.
A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. That fucking touched my heart. I love that.
Oh yeah, so good.
Little sister fell into the picture. This wasn't planned, ladies and gentlemen. It could have been planned by the parents, but for Ren, he never grew up going, I'm going to have a little sister. I'm going to have a little sibling I can take care of and do this. For Ren, he was an only child, or the youngest child, and then he wasn't. Which I absolutely love, because fell into the picture is such a great way to say it was the thing I didn't ask for, but never knew I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Was so the fact he uses richer here because it's a song about money is the point of that line. He's saying
exactly,
Mom and Dad, they made enough to put hot food on the table, fill our bellies full of love.
He's touching back to his bridge.
He's talking about exactly. Go ahead.
Where he's saying, it's about the life things that are better than just staying for money. So it's the life things that are making you richer.
Exactly.
What kind of fancy ass shit?
Woo! He's literally saying, I fucked up my eyeball today, dude.
He's literally saying that he's literally saying
today. I fucked up my eyeball today. No, he's literally saying, bringing in that point exactly what you just said of. He's saying, my family was rich too, motherfucker. My family was rich with love. He brings up money right at the beginning. He said they made enough. That's it. That's all you get to hear about how much money his family made. Everything else that he's saying is talking about how rich his family was, but in terms of love. And comparing love to money, because money is the value of everything. And he's saying money wasn't what made my world go round. Love was. That's what my parents brought me up to. That's what my home was. I love that.
Yeah.
Then we both got older. World a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I love that. It's a solid flip of the common expression of a chip on your shoulder, which means basically you have an attitude problem. Like you're always kind of angry. You're always kind of down. But saying it's chipping away at your shoulder, I like that way of flipping that saying on its head. I held her and I told her hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for kids. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit.
So good. So fucking good.
Like, that's the unfortunate thing. That's what I referenced as soon as this ended with that. That's the unfortunate thing you have to do with your kids that you shouldn't have to do with your kids. It sucks that that's the world we live in.
Finger on trigger of a money game.
Even you strip, you'll learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker. We all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister. Hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind. Humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love. And love it leaks from you, see.
Damn.
Sis, this world needs light. And you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall.
Holy shit. Oh, I made my mom face there for a second. I hate that. Me and my mom are fucking twins when we cry, and it pisses me off. And like every time I go to start crying, I squint my eyes and I look just like my mom with a mustache. Can't deny that mustache, baby. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. I love this because this is such a popular analogy nowadays of like, you can't fill other people's cups if your cup is empty. As in like, you can't make other people's lives happy. You can't fill them with happiness if you have none for yourself. And so make sure that your cup is full before you pour it into others. And him using this analogy of that and saying there'll be times where you feel the cup you're filling is leaking with holes, as in there's going to be times where this feels hopeless, that no matter what you try to do, the happiness, the hard work that you're putting in is never going to be enough because you can't fill a cup that has a hole in it. And technically, all cups have holes in it, right?
Yep.
At least one.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
And that dark can get much darker. We all must grow old, but listen up, my little sister. Hold these words to you close. Keep that kind heart kind. Humankind are in need. Never let this world make you bitter like me. Holy shit.
So good. The responsibility that he's taking.
Exactly.
Is so good.
Yeah, never let this world make you bitter like me. I've been stripped of all the love that I have. Is what he's saying. He didn't fall for the greed, but now he's bitter because everybody else has. And it's sapped his love from the world. This is kind of like where I sit in the world. This is where my opinion kind of falls. I'm bitter. I'm a very bitter person. Because there's so much. Don't nod your head, you piece of shit. I'm just kidding.
I am too, though. I'm the same way.
But it's just like what this world.
Same,
but different.
But still same.
It's what this world could be. Is amazing. This world could be so much more, but it's not. Be so beautiful. And it never will be, and that's what makes me bitter as a person. And
it's all because she sells seashells by the seashore.
Because this world needs love, and love, it leaks from you see. Calling back to the cup line, saying, yeah, there might be holes in you, but what's falling out is you continue to fill yourself up with this love, this happiness, this positivity, this power. That's when you're leaking into the world. So yeah, you have chips. It's chipping away at you at your shoulder. You have chips in your cup, and you have holes, and it feels absolutely worthless, and it feels pointless. The fact you keep filling yourself up because it keeps draining you. but you are this shining light in the world because everything coming out of you is inspiration, is positivity, and maybe not even for the whole world, but for your big brother, it's everything. Your big brother sees that you're the one worth fighting for him. Fucking power. But this world needs love, and love it leaks from you. See, sis, the world that needs light, and you're the brightest I see. If a man said this to me, I'm marrying him tomorrow, and I'm straight, by the way. Just want to put that out there. But if a man looks at me and says, "You're the brightest light I see," motherfucker. There was some shots here I wanted to talk about, but I fucking forgot. Oh, we'll see here in a second.
Can we talk about this location, dog?
Yeah, this shot cool. Right here. I did want to bring this up, and I'm glad you're saying that because it ties in with the glass analogy. Because there's another meaning of when you have a cup that you're trying to fill. And that analogy is the classic, are you a half glass full or a half glass empty kind of person?
Yeah.
And I love that because this staircase is the perfect example of that. Even though this is a top angle down, you can't see down the stairs. As soon as you get to this step, logically, you know that's just another platform there that wraps around, but you can't see it. It's a pit of darkness. So are you a glass half full person? Are you going to walk down the stairs? Or are you a glass half full kind of person? You're going to walk up the stairs where you can't see what your destination is? Or are you a glass half empty kind of person and you're going to walk down these stairs into this pit of darkness, deeper into negativity? And that's what a beautiful image of that.
Straight up. Perfect visualization that a lot of people probably didn't catch. I mean, like, that's perfect. And then, like, I like the outside shot. There was one specific shot.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about because I'll pause it on it and we'll talk about it here. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor.
I love that.
Sickness scorned me, but whatever.
So good.
They'll give me flight when
this shot right. I knew it! I fucking knew it! This shot.
Straight up. So cool. Where the fuck is this? That's such a cool staircase. Like, it's so cool. Like, it seems so abandoned, but obviously it's not. So it's like, what's going on? Or is that an extra? But it didn't seem but
this is the point here.
It didn't seem like the other shots were extras. It seems like it was just actual
people.
Yeah, moving in like maybe a subway or something.
So but this is the thing. There's only 2 people on these stairs.
Yeah.
If they film these stairs for 20 minutes, I guarantee they don't even need a video. They just need a still shot. And they can extend that still shot for 4 seconds or whatever this is held for and make it seem like the staircase was empty for that long. So this is a purposeful image here that they included.
Yeah.
Of you kind of see the man at the bottom, which is so very close to rock bottom.
I thought that was Ren. Is that not Ren?
I don't think that's Ren. This is a me-sized man.
Oh, great.
Am I wrong? I think this is a me-sized man. He's also bald. I thought it was
Ren.
Or blonde hair.
I know. I was like, is it bald or is it not? Because it's black and white, so it's hard to...
Anywho, and this is the lady, maybe representing his sister, slowly descending down. Which was the image that I got here. Not even realizing what she's doing, but slowly climbing down the stairs. I think this shot was important. It was poignant. It's Ren barely holding on before the final pit of darkness, before he can't go any lower. And it's his sister slowly ascending to his level without even knowing it. Little bit further, and then we're finally caught up with where we were. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever.
Oh, good. So fucking good.
Nonchalance.
That probably might be my favorite line.
Yeah, the nonchalance of, this is what I've endured, but it's fine. It's whatever. There's nothing I can do about it now. Is so haunting, but so honest. This is how a lot of people in life exist. I've been through it, but it's whatever.
And the wing analogy, I love the wing analogy. That's probably why it might be my favorite, just because of this man.
Yeah, and the analogy of what does it mean if you have torn feathers. You can't fly anymore. You can never reach those heights again.
Yeah.
But that's not a spoken part of the song, is the best part about that part of the song. And this is what I was talking about when I say the emotional depth. When you dig to those depths, you invite the audience to come with you, and the audience gets more out of the song because of it. Because he doesn't say, I'll never fly again. But the song says, on its own deep level, if you dig deep enough there, if you grab your spade, if you come back up here and you dig to the root of it, I'll never fly again. I fucking love that. By your side, we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. Tying right into what we were saying. Like, basically, you're filling my cup. Basically, I can't fly. I get it from you. I get my happiness. I get everything from you. You give me flight when I could never. Those drops of happiness that spill from your cup are the only thing that touches mine.
Jesus Christ. I'm being bombarded. I suppose this is cameo time.
Latara?
Yeah.
By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure. And the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. It's the idea that not everybody is made to be a great person. Not everybody can reach those levels. Great men are forged in fire. Great men and women are forged from hard times. 'Tis the privilege of lesser people to carry that flame for them, to get them to that point, to create that spark that turns them into greatness. And this line of him saying here, a releasing of the pressure, and that pressure makes a diamond. He is that pressure, and his little sister is that diamond. And that is the sacrifice he is making here. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous, fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure, and fuck the world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall. And that is why there's Democrats and Republicans. That is why there's left wing and right wing. That is why there's meat eaters and vegans. That is why there's every issue you can possibly divide down the middle is being divided down the middle. The whole point of society today is to keep us as separated as possible, is to drive as many wedges between us all, because they know it's supposed to be united we stand, divided we fall, in the sense of we're all supposed to be together until one by one we slowly die, we slowly fall off. And instead it is divided we stand and divided we fall. And the world is getting more and more divided today. And he's saying that, fuck a world that makes us feel small, because instead of being united, instead of being this big force, we're now one small force out of 100,000 small forces out there that have their own goals they're fighting for. Instead of us all coming together and saying, now's the time to stand tall. Fuck the forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall. Let's see what he follows up with.
The forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money make love, make war, make ghosts. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
Oh. Favorite part of the song. That whole last
no
the last
people,
chorus.
No profit.
That was the best part of the whole song for me.
What do you suppose that means? No people, no profit.
If there's no people to follow a prophet, there can be no prophets.
I understand that, but That's his statement. That's what he closes on. And not audibly, but visually. Why? Out of the million things he could have written there or not written something there, why does he write the words, no people, no profit? Almost feels like a message to the rich, to the people this song was directed towards, the people in charge. Saying no people, no profit. Like, you guys are pushing us so far apart and making us tear each other down. What the fuck are you going to do when we tear each other down? What are you going to do when there is no people left to pay your taxes? When there is no people left to work these jobs that you're telling us to work, that you're forcing us to go through, dangling that carrot in front of us, promising us, oh, well, maybe we'll give you a raise next year, right? Maybe the housing prices will go down. No people, no profit. Damn. What a way to end that.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. And I love that the second chorus is slightly different.
Oh man. Money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow.
So I just noticed that he did a song called The Sick Boy. I haven't heard it, but I just saw it. He did a song called The Sick Boy, so he's referencing. Now I want to know what the Sick Boy song is about.
Huh. Yeah, we might.
He's obviously
comment below. Is that one we need to check out, like ASAP Rocky? Yeah. Nothing's coming before I Shot the Sheriff. I'll tell you that right now. We've been waiting far too long. But is that one that needs to... We're too big fans of Bob Marley. Needs to move up on the list there. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow is fucking wild, bro. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Like, even when you have money... Even when you're poor and you sit down and you save and you save and you save, somehow the world still blows up in your face. Like, okay, congrats. You got the rounds of chemo you needed. Well, congratulations. Now you have this problem, this problem, this problem, and this problem.
Well, I wonder if he also might mean, like, two different sicks. Like, maybe the sick boy is the boy that's already cool. He, like you said, already has money. He's cool. He's already that sick guy. But then more money he gets, the sicker, not the good sick, he ends up, the more corrupt and sicker he gets.
Absolutely. That's a solid double. I wasn't even thinking of it like that. That's a solid double.
I wonder. So, yeah. Because
I was taking this from the sense of how we've talked before about how nobody hates the poor like the poor. Like, money makes the sick boy sicker somehow isn't like when you're at the absolute bottom, it's every little thing that keeps you down. And you think, I'll do this and it'll get me up on that level I need to be at. And then somehow I end up even lower than I was before. But I absolutely agree with you. Like, the sick boy sicker somehow is it drives the people who actually earn the money and are able to utilize the cash flow. It drives them further and further into this money game, into the sick version of the money ties. I really like that.
Why limit yourself? Sell oil as well.
Money gets a man mugged, punched in his mouth. Money rang the gang thug, drung money blow.
The delivery of punched in his mouth was so good.
And I love blow. Blow as a rhyme is fucking sick.
It's great.
This could be an Eminem reference as well. Eminem did this exact lyric here on Not Afraid. Time get back, click clack blow was his lyric that I'm referencing here. It also might not be, because it is way vague enough that it could just be the blow's a great way to describe a gun going off.
Yeah, but there's also so many ways to do that. So I'm with you.
It feels like a reference about a song called Not Afraid. That's literally about we'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. So literally saying we need to put all our differences aside. Everybody needs to come together and not be afraid and support one another. And we'll make this journey together, which is what the chorus was just talking about. The lead into the chorus here, fuck the forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall. So I do think it's a reference. I 100% think it's a reference. They say nothing with Ren is an accident. However, your boy makes accidents all the time. That's my bad. Money makes open case close. Hold on.
This feels fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall because money makes money.
This visual here.
And I loved it too.
Makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mugged, punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case closed.
That's how he delivered. That was so fucking good. I
love it, yo.
My jaw hit the floor. Money makes open case close. I'm not even going to attempt that note. That was gorgeous. But and he follows it up in this next line. Money bend law, make war, make ghosts. And he's not talking ghost necessarily. A ghost is basically somebody who is unfinished business, somebody who cannot move on to the better side. And that is what he's referencing here, is somebody who literally they got screwed over and they can't make amends. They can't fix that because money said the case was closed. I got $1 million. Then the judge goes, 800,000. You win this case pretty easy. Money bend law, make war, make ghosts. Like money is the root of all evil, is what he's describing here. Money make open case close. This murder investigation, kind of crazy that how the police department got a $5 million donation, and suddenly this cold case is now, oh no, it's not suspicious at all. They definitely shot themselves. There's not an investigation to be had here.
Yeah.
Money gives a poor man hope is haunting, because we've seen
it's so true.
Everything else that money does, and when you give that sort of power to a man who has nothing left to lose, money gives a poor man hope. To the man who's at the bottom of the stairs and he sees the guys at the very top of the pyramid, and the difference between them and him is the dollar bills. And now he has a couple of them. And it gives him hope.
I want to live at the top of the reef where the somebodies live.
That a Lion King reference? Money can aspire you to greatness, and money can be the root of all evil. Because it no matter if you want to be a good person or a bad person, both goals need money to fund them. It's crazy that the thing that is the root of all evil could be the root of all good, and is used to be the root of good, and is a necessary evil.
That's a wild concept, but yeah.
Insane.
The term money game is just perfect. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That concept of coming up with it, acting like it was a game, or labeling it as that is what I should say, is gold.
Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept people attract. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat. Money's just cash. This whole thing is bars, because he's literally starting this off by saying money's everything and money's nothing.
I know.
Money isn't, money's just that. Like, it's just it's pieces of cotton. That's all money is.
Just a thing.
Money's just a concept.
Yeah. Like we just, I was just gonna say, like we just said, money is just a concept. So,
and that's his lyric here. Money's just a concept people attract. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat. Saying you're taking everything from the people who can't afford to lose it and giving it all back to the people who should have it stripped from them in the first place.
So good.
Fuck. Money's just cash. That's it. It shouldn't have this level of power over everything. It's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties a Money lies, money lies, money lies. A. I almost feel like these are triple flips on themselves. Can we talk through this for a second? He's not saying take money, take money, take money, take. He's not just saying the same thing 3 times and ending it with take. He's saying take money this way. Like, you take money as a payment, as this is you at your job. You take the money because it is what you need to get through the day. But then you take money when it's not necessarily, you don't really need the money, right? You have the extra opportunity. It's a sacrifice. It's a moral sacrifice. And whether it's an immoral sacrifice, whether it's you're just getting overtime or you taking it away from somebody when their back is turned, you take money then. And then you take money the final time when it has its final meaning, where it is that immoral at the fullest sense. Now you take money because it's the 3rd time. Now it's excessive. Now you don't need the money. Now you are the fat man. Yeah. Fucking crazy. Yeah. And then take.
Well, and I wonder if one of the fakes is meant as counterfeit. People constantly trying to counterfeit.
Well, I think it's fake money. I think the first one is fake it till you make it. It's the poor people trying to pretend to be rich. It is the homeless man who gets the dollar. They can aspire to wealth with this. Not a homeless man running around with a fucking Rolls Royce.
The rapper that loses their money on chains and cars.
Exactly. It's fake money. So fake money isn't like I'm faking being there. Fake money. You fake money, and then the last one is fake money. Like, this is fake money, fake. Like, this is worthless. What have I spent all my life doing? This is absolute garbage. So the first flip of fake money and then fake money, I don't know what that middle fake money is. Money ties, money ties, money ties A. And this is the title of the song for the reason, because I think this is the glorious flip of... money is
just what we were. I was gonna say just what we were saying. Money is everything, and money is nothing. Money ties everything together, and money ties things roughly in bad ways.
But also the flip of money is love. The how we were saying, not money is love, but love and money are both wealth. And it's what you associate your wealth to be, whether it's love or money. And so saying money ties, as in like money ties you to, it's the reason why you have to get up in the mornings, because you have to go to work. That is your tie. Yeah. That is your money tie. It is what makes the world go round. Money ties, and then those personal relationships that you have to you have to push forward with money. Money is the driving force behind every relationship. It's how you show your love for your kids. It's how you show the love for your spouses. It's how you show love for others in the world. It's how you show love for yourself. It's how you show necessity for yourself. And then money ties at the very end of the love that you have for your family and how that ties back to you, of money ties A. Money ties as in wealth ties, as in is the money, is this about the over access money ties, money ties, money ties? Or also the fact that money ties almost sounds like monetize is kind of crazy. I didn't realize that till just now when I said that 3 times.
You know what? I realized that when he first did the chorus, but I didn't get the chance to say it out. Yeah, we were focused.
Then money lies, money lies, money lies A. This one I think he is saying the same thing, but he's driving the point to prove to you that, like, it doesn't matter how many times I flip it. Money lies either way, whether it's good, bad, or any way. Here is where I think he ties this back into where he had the line of, and when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? And I think this is where he ties it back in, saying the first money lies is the money is the inanimate object. It's lie. It lies. It's lying there. It's there for the taking. You just have to sacrifice your morals to get it. And then money lies is your descent further down into that of, now you're the one telling, like, money lies, you sacrifice your morals to get that. Now you're lying to get the money now. You've sacrificed the morals, so now you're the money lies. And then the final time is when you're taking that final breath. and your money lies. It's the thing you have to leave behind. The only thing that comes with you is the love.
All right.
Pretty fucking insane song.
The last chorus, that was definitely my favorite part. I really love the feather, the wing analogy stanza, but that last chorus is just for sure
my
favorite part.
Wow.